To offer remarks on behalf of the class of 2014. I would first like to introduce Julia Maggirello, a special education major graduating with university honor from St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Julia?
Just adjust this. 20 years ago, I wasn't projected to even make it to college. This statement was made in fact because of my diagnosis with cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis is a genetic lung disease causing thick mucus in the lungs and pancreas that leads to frequent lung infections and ultimately lung damage. This disease requires day-to-day maintenance, including taking upwards of 40 pills a day, 10 breathing treatments, and hospital visits throughout the year. As of today, the average life expectancy is 37. Some may say that number is still too young, and I have to agree. But what I say to this, I do not live my life by a statistic. I tell people that I will live until I'm 93 years old, and I plan on it. Living with CF has allowed me to see such beauty in life and the simple day-to-day tasks that we often take for granted. My life with CF ultimately led me to my field of special education. As I stand before you today, I cannot begin to fathom the opportunities that allowed me to be up here, now with only my classmates, but my friends. Beginning my college journey, I was the first in my family to attend college. As I arrived in August of 2010, I felt that I had the entire world ahead of me, and I did. Little did I know that this time would fly by. Every fall semester that began, I could always say, well, at least I have another one. But this year was different. This is the end of a chapter in my book, one that has been filled with memories that have changed my life. Not only have these past 4 years brought me academic growth, but have brought me such much personal growth as well. As a member in the College of Education, I realized the opportunities we had before us, being ranked time and time again as the #1 leader in education. For myself, and probably many others in this room, it was a no-brainer to attend MSU for their prestigious education program. As a young girl, it has always been my dream to teach. My dad built me a classroom in our basement where I teach for hours on end to stuffed animals and the neighbors. It was my passion from the start. Some of you have chosen other career paths, such as health careers, athletic training, sports administration, and secondary or elementary education. Regardless of the field you have chosen, we have all had the privilege of choosing this college to further our futures. As we draw this chapter to a close, we are surrounded by friends and family who have supported us along the way. But what is important to remember is our own growth through this journey. The person that we have become along the way is the one who will carry our success into the future. A couple of months ago, I was sitting in the union, studying, and I thought, this is it. This is what I have. Where do I go from here? Everything I have known up to this point was coming to an end. However, as I kept thinking to myself, I realized this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of something so beautiful and uncreated that I'm not sure I can truly describe the emotions I'm feeling. As education majors, we will set forth into classrooms next year, preparing to make an impact on our students' lives. Athletic training and kinesiology majors may be heading to graduate or professional schools or to sports teams or health-related fields. Take a step back and think about how we got here. I was lucky enough to be challenged by this group of individuals in this room, students and faculty, time and time again. Classes were filled with endless discussions and changed how I view myself and the world of education. As a freshman, I was part of the Global Educate Cohort Program, a program offered through the College of Education that allowed students to take part in globally infused classes. The first day of TE 250, my eyes were open to the many challenges and issues that face education today. The discussions that we had during that course paved my way for the success that I continue to have throughout my 4 years of college and will continue to shape who I am in the future. I'm sure that each of you have had an experience similar to mine of growth and change during your time here at Michigan State that will help shape your own future. And I have had the honor and privilege of serving alongside my colleagues and other fellow students in classroom discussions, clubs, and other organizations throughout campus. I have never felt more alive my entire life, and it is because of many of you in this room. We leave today with a piece of paper that we worked so hard to earn. We leave today knowing these 4 years are over, but the beautiful thing about living is we get to keep moving on. Take this moment in, remember these faces, and remember these times. Life is a precious gift, and it's important to soak it all in. As we're prepared to move on, I ask one thing of my fellow colleagues, and that is to empower the world. Use all that we have learned and empower the world for the better. Each of us is only one individual, and in this world with over 7 billion people, changing the world may be difficult, but we do have the ability to empower. By empowering our students, our colleagues, our clients, our friends and family, we will be able to start that change. The class of 2014 is going to set fire to this world. I would like to end with this quote by Harry Truman. Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, and then go and do that. Because what the world needs is people who are alive. Congratulations, class of 2014, and good luck empowering the world. Thank you.
Our second speaker this afternoon is